You know, I'm about to be like Queen Latifah on Set It Off. It really set it off on some of y'all niggas. Because some of you YouTubers, I'm not going to talk to like all of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all YouTubers got some shit fucked up about this Corlys Valeryon situation. Because y'all think that him being hired as a black man is a good step towards diversity. But really, is it really a good step towards diversity? Especially coming from a show that just 2 years ago had Grey Worm and Melisandre looked at and spat on like trash when they decided to help the North. Oh, so we forget about that shit real fast, don't we? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Crow here speaking with rants, news, books, movies, and more. I'd like to thank people and the viewers who did view my last video on House of the Dragon and why I think it's trash. And thank you guys for, hearing the chance to click on my ass and hear what I had to say and know that everybody has a right to discourse in anything that they want to say, and know that people are not going to have the same opinions as some of these sheeple out here. And yes, I have to say some of these sheeple, but let me be thy shepherd and lead you into this fuckery with this Corlys Valeryon shit. Now, I understand that George R.R. Martin is 72 years old. And I'm going to share with you guys a fun fact. He's 72 years old. And his balls have never dropped the ground once. And you guys want to know why? Is because some of these Song of Ice and Fire platforms on this shit stay catching his balls, dick, and shaft all the way to the base in they damn mouth. This nigga's balls have not sagged or dropped. They stay open in they mouth for that bullshit. No matter what this nigga does, it's always correct. No matter what this nigga does, it's always accurate or right. Now, I really want to get back to this thing and talk about this Corlys Valeryon thing. Now, as a black woman, I love to see black folks in fantasy. I am a sucker for it, but I'm not a complete sucker when it comes down to this. Now, I was looking on ScreenRant.com, and I was looking at the suits between, Sir Otto Hightower, Alicent Hightower, looking at the outfits and shit. I'm just like, okay, this is cute. This is cool. They say in their little comments, if anybody's been on Screen Rant, you would know that, you get some peeks and some insiders to shit. But when I come to Corlys Valeryon, which is supposed to be one of the key prominent players of the Dance of the Dragons, in which takes place on House of the Dragon, which will be coming sometime next year, hopefully, or hopefully not. I was looking at the Screen Rant, and it says Corlys Valeryon being so prominent is a good step forward for diversity in Westeros. This is from ScreenRant.com when they show their characters. Now, mind you, I love the outfits. I can never shit on the outfits at any point in time. They're just, whoever is their team, gorgeous, beautiful. You guys deserve all the awards you can win for that. But let's talk about this Corlys Valeryon situation. And I've been listening to a couple of YouTube people and hearing some of their situation on it and shit. And there's this one that just came upon me a wrong way. No disrespect to her, but she came at me a wrong way. Not personally, but her rant came at me a long way at a certain time. And as a black woman, the Corlys Valeryon thing, as much as I'm a sucker for black characters being in fantasy settings, I'm not digging this shit for Game of Thrones. I'm not digging it. You wanna know why? I would have personally liked it if it was all white. Okay, and now before you go, people come saying, "Oh, you're an Uncle Tom." No, shut the fuck up. Some of y'all shut the fuck up. I ain't no Uncle Tom. I'm not siding with any racist motherfucking white insult pieces of shit. I don't sign up for that bullshit as a black woman. And to even question my integrity on think that I would because I don't agree that Corlys Valeryon should be black is beyond asinine, and you can take your thoughts and shove them far straight up your ass if you think at any goddamn point that I would support white supremacy. But the reason why I'm going to tell you why I think he should have been white is because I don't want another black man being misinterpreted by white people who think they're trying to be woke or diverse or trying to use black people as a fucking cover to hide their racist intent. And yes, I will say, like I've said before, I do think that George R. R. Martin does write racist fucking shit. I do. I really do. And I will be breaking a little bit down on this video because the part that rubbed me the wrong way about this YouTuber, she said that George R. R. Martin is so diverse. He's not fucking diverse. He's just a nigga that just happened to put some brown people in just a sprinkle in the world so it won't be too white. I mean, he does nothing with his brown or black characters at any goddamn point. He really does not. He really does not do anything with his brown or black characters. He just puts them in a backdrop and they do nothing. None. I mean, when you read A Song of Ice and Fire, every POV is told by a fucking white person. So what is the point to have if you're just gonna have everything be told by a white person at this damn point, every POV being told by a white person, and I have at least a black character that has a POV of their own. I mean, the only one I could think of with a POV, but kind of don't have a POV, but kind of do, is Black Flame, but that's barely anything. I mean, to be quite honest, and he's just there to serve as like the old kind of, this old ass like Morgan Freeman kind of character that guides you on along his way for some weird prophecy shit. But that's the books. But I mean, we're gonna talk about tokenism. This is what we're really just gonna talk about. We're gonna really talk about tokenism. That's what we finna talk about. Now, before everybody talks about this situation with House Valeryon and Corlys Valeryon being black, Corlys Valeryon is not mentioned. His description is not actually mentioned in the Song of Ice and Fire wiki. I will say that he's not mentioned. We don't even know where the fuck he comes from as far as I'm concerned. And a lot of people saying, well, it's going to ruin the parentage situation with the grandkids, with Laenor and the grandkids, and wondering if it was, what is his name, Harwin Strong's kids or something like that. I forgot his name. But, it's going to fuck up the parentage part on that. And as far as I'm fucking concerned, the parentage shit, I can give less of a fuck about. What I care about is, are they going to make this black man a token goddamn character? And two, are they just going to say, is he going to be Valyrian? Because I'd be damned if they do him like Salvador Sand and just have that nigga just come in for a minute and then be out. Or they don't make him of Valyrian descent. I have a strong feeling they're not going to make him of the Valyrian descent. They're just going to make him just a regular house. And he's just going to be a prominent person. But or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Let's hope they don't do that. Because if they do that, that's where they fuck up. For real. He has to be of Valyrian descent. In order to get his grandchildren to ride them damn dragons at any damn point, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But we're not going to get too much into that. But the thing of it is, while I do agree with that YouTuber that Corlys is not mentioned, his color is not mentioned in the books, and that Valyria is this melting pot of a place, let's not forget what Valyria really was. It was a goddamn slavers' quartering. It was by the Summer Isles. It is literally akin to them probably picking up niggas from the Summer Isles, which if you don't know where the Summer Isles is at, let's just say it's like southeast. They literally was just from Valyria. They were just literally probably picking up and kidnapping probably dark-skinned summer islanders and putting them to work in the damn volcanoes and mines of fucking Valyria. Let's be quite honest here. This is not a story told of diversity. This is a story told of fucking slavery. Something that black people often had to go on with regular white creators on regular shows. This is going to be no fucking different. If you want to know the history behind it. If you do want to know the history. It could be the fact that Corlys Valeryon is a descendant of slaves. We don't know how the fuck they gonna put it, but they gonna put some weird, woke, fucked up message in it. I can tell you that damn much. That white people themselves don't even fucking understand. Like, seriously. That is the part where I'm concerned about with the Corlys Valeryon situation. And why I do not personally agree to him being black. Because I'm so sick of white people trying to write lines for black people when you clearly don't know what the fuck you're doing. And even if you were going to go on the regular fantasy setting and keep him on the common course of the book, you guys are gonna find some weird way to fucking put some woke shit in it. And then, not to mention the part that I don't care about with the Corlys Valeryon situation. This nigga's gonna be in jail in a matter of spanning of about 2 to 3 times. I think it's either 3 times or 2 times. One with Craig and Stark, and another with Rhaenyra, because he lets his grandson escape, okay, and gives him a heads up about a certain kind of battle tactic, okay, within the Dance of the Dragons. So it leads to his imprisonment. But the point I'm trying to make, and it leads to his imprisonment and pretty much the leaving of the Iron Fleet. Okay, so the part that is just, that's the negative side to it, is that this nigga's gonna be in jail. And then he's gonna go deal with the Greens, and they're gonna try not to act like they gonna pay him. Or they're gonna try to act like he doesn't deserve what he's asking for. But yet he holds so much power in Westeros. See, I know that's part of the concept, that's part of the complexity, that's part of the plot of the show, but it's kind of like, really? You gotta make a nigga go through all that for real? And I don't know about y'all, but I don't trust them, because this is the show or the franchise that had Grey Worm have his dick cut, which is a common, it's a common kind of style of dehumanizing and demasculating black men. I mean, how many times in Hollywood have we seen that happen? How many times? Now, I understand that eunuchs or eunuchs and eunuchs or whatever you want to call them, eunuchs or whatever, ridiculous people and priests are in George R. R. Martin's story, but this with the especially when it comes to the Unsullied kind of situation, but it's still no. And this is coming from a thing as well where Missandei ended up getting her head fucking chopped off, like she was literally nothing, just a plot device to make somebody go crazy. Like her life literally meant nothing. And mind you, they could play out everything exactly how the Dance of Dragons went, but they might change a whole lot too. And the situation that I have to just talk about is, like I said, getting back to this portion of George R. R. Martin and his diversity. Like I said, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And before we get to the portion where I say it's bullshit, I have some examples all day for you. I mean, like I said, this other YouTube artist, they had said, well, Aegon the Fourth which Aegon the Fourth had a bunch of bastards. He's Aegon the Unworthy. He had a bunch of bastards. He had a bunch of bastards. One of the bastards that he had was called the Black Pearl. She was a black woman. So he had bastards with her. But this is the part that I just want to just really, 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 really get down to you of why this man is not as diverse as you think. and that black people are the token prompts or the token lamps. I pretty much call them lamps or props. Something that is just a prop to pull the story. They really have no real meaning, just a mentioning. You mention them and, oh, that makes you diverse. No. Just mentioning them doesn't mean shit. Okay, it just doesn't mean shit. That's no better than me going around or a white writer saying, "Oh, look, there goes a black person." That's it. That's literally what George R. R. Martin's viewmanship or writingship of how he writes people of color. Like, oh, look, there's just a black person. They were in this part of history. Or just in this part of history with the Targaryens. But back to Aegon IV. Well, it seems that Aegon IV had a black mistress, they called her the Black Pearl. I had to do my research on this, but I don't kind of you want to know why that was so overlooked to me on a certain portion of it? Aegon IV, if you take Aegon IV, Aegon the Worthy, pretty much the fat Aegon, okay? The fat Aegon. Who literally started with the Blackfire Rebellion situation. If you take the mistresses that he had, which he had a mistress, and she had children, they ended up being reduced to courtesans. And courtesans are whores. High-class fucking whores. That is literally what it is. And the Black Pearl, what she was a pirate, but she turned into a mistress. She turned into a mistress of Aegon IV. But that ain't the fucking point. The point of it is that these black, half Targaryen children turned into whores. But meanwhile, Brendan Rivers, Shira Seastar, Bittersteel, all them bitches got to fight for the Iron Throne. But yet the black part of the Targaryen line, where George R. R. Martin only mentions the black people or the black skinned people, they just get dismissed like, oh, they're whores. That's it. They're whores. No backdrop, no story except for, oh, she was just a pirate. Little thing, oh, she's just a pirate that came from, Essos or wherever the hell she came from. And then, oh, she fucked Aegon IV, had some bastards. And all her girls are whores. Like, what? See, that's the thing what I'm talking about. It's no depth. You can sit there and say he's diverse until you're blue in the face, but there's no depth to any of these dark-skinned characters that he so mentions. There's no fucking depth to them at any point. That's like, let me tell you what the equivalent is. It's like a white woman having half black, half children, and then saying, I'm not racist. I have half black, half white children. Honey, you can still be racist and have half black, half white children. I mean, we've literally seen a Karen call a black man at a Starbucks the N-word. And I'm talking about the N-word, not nigga, the other one, the one that racists say. And she was parading around with her half black, half white children. I mean, this excuse is bullshit. Just because the Targaryens have possibly dipped and dived in some black pussy does not mean that George R. R. Martin is this extravaganza of a man that just knows what diversity is. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is regulating diversity towards black people. And that's what I see with this Corlys Valeryon hire. You're regulating diversity. You're not letting black people really in on what diversity is. If so, like I said, N.K. Jemisin would be having her movie or her show come out. Evan Winters would. I mean, the thing that's just disturbing me about this situation and disturbed me about this commentary of this content creator was that they just wanted to defend. They had George's balls so deep down this person's throat that it's literally playing tic-tac-toe with this bitch's intestines. I mean, at this point, you literally have this nigga's balls that deep to where you think that he's doing diversity? No, he's not. I mean, think about it. He's not doing diversity. Think about George R. R. Martin for a minute. Think about how he depicts the West in Westeros versus Essos. Why is Essos a weird, uncultured fucking place? That takes place, like seriously. I'm seriously. Don't worry. I'll wait. I will wait. Why does he see the East? Why is the East so uncivilized and so wild and so this and so untamed and so uninhabited and got weird creatures and things like that? Let me tell you something. This whole shifting of good versus evil, to the East, there's evil powers that are to the East. To the East, the evil comes from all the East. You don't know what's in the East? This is based on, let me tell you something. This is based on our true thoughts, geographical thoughts, where people think that Western civilization is better than Eastern civilization. Western civilization being prompted by white, old, fucking racist men. I'm on that shit tonight. But yet, they dictate and write the laws of the East, which are places like Asia, Africa, places like Middle East, even crazy ass Russia. I had to say crazy ass Russia, but even places like that, they're seen as shitholes, third world countries, uncivilized, uncouth, too fucking conservative, but too chaotic at the same time. Unlike Western civilization, that's more open and free, but organized and chaotic, organized chaos. See, this is the part I'm trying to tell you. And how that reflects George R. R. Martin's work is the same way with Westeros versus Essos. Everybody's barbaric. They're fucking their horses. They're doing crazy shit. And mind you, they're dark skinned. A lot of them are dark skinned. A lot of them are brown skinned people. Think about it. That's diversity. You retelling another Western pseudo white fucking tale on how the Western civilization is so much better, even though because it's organized chaos. Come on, even the way he depicts the Summer Islanders is garbage too. You mean to tell me that the Summer Islanders, who are based on Africans or based on Africa, in this small area, they only just have sweet music and play with flutes? Let me tell you something. As a black woman, people in Africa, we were building motherfucking pyramids before civilization even had came up. We were teaching other people how to wash their fucking asses with perfumes, fucking soaps. But soap didn't even come to Spain until the Moors bought it to them. Which the Moors were a mixture of Africans and people of the Middle East. They were a mixture of both. Yeah, do your history on the Moorish conquest. Do your history on that. Yet he got him George R. R. Martin has him in a little small island being simple-minded and shit. That's insulting to itself. That's insulting to itself. All these great civilizations are built, supposedly, that are around him, are built on Roman dynasties and white dynasties. No, and then this person has the nerve to say he has a historical accuracy that's so detailed. No, he has a historical accuracy on the lens of a white old man who prides himself on white civilization, and yet who still wants to steal faucets of black civilization to propel his white civilizations in his books. And that's why I say he's not diverse. He just cherry picks at history the way he wants to. He's not diverse at all. He's not. And these white folks that are behind the scenes on House of the Dragon, Hot D, which I like to call Hot Dumpster Fire, they're going along with that same mentality, like they know what black people want. You don't know what black people want. And mind you, I'm a little bit peeved off from even the last show and how they depicted black people in the last show. Salladhor Sand just wants to rape the Queen Cersei. Salarysan wants to rape the Queen Cersei. The Dothraki just want to rape every goddamn body. Grey Worm has no dick. Melisandre is just the hey girl with her white little master Daenerys, even though I love you, Daenerys. And, you know, gets her head fucking chopped off. Like, what? I mean, the track record is not good. And yes, it was directed by D&D. But you think I'm going to trust any one of these other motherfuckers? No. And that's what leads me to the point where I don't think the Corlys Valeryon casting as this black man is going to be decent. Because me as a black woman, if I am going to watch this show as a black woman, a black writer, a person that does not give a fuck to care about anybody's opinions but my own, because my own actually make logical sense, I will be watching this and combing over it with a fine tooth, and I mean a fine fucking tooth comb. I will be watching this show to comb over it with a fine fucking tooth comb. This is not diversity. This is not diversity. This is white people like George R. R. Martin in the background, in the studios and the producers, pretending that they know what diversity is. It's them containing diversity and telling diversity in what they think is their own way, because they do not want to let go and give diversity to the people and into the hands of authors, writers, creators, and content creators. They don't want to let go and give it to them because they know that we know what diversity looks like. And also, too, they're trying to be the little first ones to do it and shit and act like they did something so big. And no. You not about to just do that shit, to be quite honest, when you could have been doing other artists and other writers a long time ago. I understand that they're trying to make Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire series like the next Marvel and shit, but Marvel ended up so much better than what the fuck we had got. I mean, and to sit there and use an excuse that Aegon the Fourth fucked a goddamn mistress and had daughters that were half black, and then say, oh, it's diverse. So what? I can go fuck a white man right goddamn now, and it doesn't make him any more diverse because he's fucking me. He can probably fuck me and go to a fucking clan meeting pretty much in the next goddamn hour. Are you kidding me? Some of y'all white folks, and some of y'all YouTube content creators, y'all some goofy ass bitches. I swear to God. I ain't trying to be like that, but some of y'all some goofy ass bitches on what the politics of what blackness is, and what the politics of just because you have a black person or you have a black family member or there's a little bit of blackness mentioned in a show, or a show or a book, that makes them diverse. No, bitch. It's how you utilize these black characters. It's how you utilize or how you bond with your black family members if you have them. If you want to really prove that you're not racist or you're not this kind of person, it's how you utilize these black characters. And yes, Corlys Valeryon is possibly going to be utilized in the best way because, like I said, we don't know what color he is. We don't know what color he is, and they decided to go on that color, and that's fine. But I'm looking at how y'all going to utilize him. Are y'all going to utilize him like how the story claims, or are y'all going to put your little bullshit in and then have your little kunks and wrenches in that I'm pretty much not going to probably approve of as a black person? Now, like I said, I am not siding with the racist GOT fans that say, "Oh, we don't want Corlys at all." And let me tell y'all something. And let me tell you something. Let me let y'all in on a little secret. Let me take off my glasses because y'all think I'm on some bullshit. Stop acting like you motherfucking surprised that there wasn't no racism in Game of Thrones. Stop acting like you are surprised. It's been that way. I've been seeing that it was a little club for incels and women who enable incels. I've been knew it was. So when you do see that kind of shit going on in a fandom, Because no fandom is to be quite honest in this day, when it comes to any fandom, no fandom is safe from racist insults intruding in it. But when you see it, you call it the fuck out for what it is. Racism. Not ignorance, racism. Purity out and simple. Shit, this is 2021. You choose a side. It's either you're going to be either that side, or you're going to be on a side where people is happy minding their own business and trying to get better as a society. Okay? And not calling it out makes you still part of the damn problem. Not just saying you're fucking ignorant. No. Say you're a fucking racist. Get the fuck out this fandom and shut the hell up. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Now, I'm rooting for this brother. If he got the range for it, and he can do well, and he wins a couple of Emmys, that's it. Let's just all know that any show that's on here with the Emmys, let's just know it's gonna get scooped up already. So it don't even matter at this damn point. So let's not even do that. But like I said, I'm not about to sit here and make no motherfucking excuses for George R. R. Martin or be gargling his balls in my motherfucking mouth. I'm not about to, and trying to talking about, oh no, he not racist. Just because you mention a black person don't mean nothing. Like, it really don't. You don't do shit with them. I mean, I got black characters in my book, and guess what? They do shit. So yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to say. And I'm sorry if I had to be rude or anything like that, but I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I've never been into this kind of gig to give a fuck as far as I'm concerned. It's either you want to fuck with me and hear the truth, and if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You ain't gotta agree with me all the damn way. If you want to say, oh, I'm fucking ignorant, well, fuck you. You have no common sense. And I'm only here for the people who got common sense, who think outside the box, who are on a higher level thinking, not on this whole group sheeple thinking shit. I'm not. I'm only fucking with people who want to listen to me, who are on some higher level elevated shit. This ain't no, oh, I'm just trashing on this motherfucking artist or nothing like that. No, I trash on everybody. It don't matter whether you black or white or whatever. If you fucking up, you fucking up. And I would like somebody to tell me the same thing if I'm fucking up with my shit. That's how you grow. That's how you get an experience. That's how you learn. Okay? Now, I know people bitching, and like I said, in terms of, well, you talking shit about it before it even come out. That's fucked up. But some of y'all was talking shit about Them by Lena Waithe before it even came out, before the show Them even came out. Let's not sit here and act like we don't all have preconceived notions or preconceivements or prejudgments on shit before. But the difference between me versus y'all is I can back my shit up. Simple as that. Now, that was it. But like I said, comment, like, subscribe below. Let me know what you think. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is blackbaiting as far as I'm concerned. If you know, I think it's blackbaiting. It's like queer baiting, but for blacks. Really, it is. I think they're blackbaiting this shit, and that's just how I feel. But comment, like, subscribe below. Shout out to my editor, Carrie. Shout out to Yashu's Playground. Shout out to my Discord group, Crow's Corner. Shout out to Let's Be Honest. Shout out, man. Shout out. You'll be hearing more shit from me later. All right, then. Bye.